Right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hafiz Kaarba. I am the leader for the group SMKN 1 Sungai Apit. And for our assignment, we are going to present about learning method, peer teaching method. So, what is the innovation of education that we did at SMKN 1 Sungai Apit, at Sungai Apit Vocational School? So, one of the things of one of the innovation that we did there is changing the learning method from conventional to peer teaching method. So, as we know, in Indonesia landscape of education, curriculum is always changing to adapt to the ever-evolving era of globalization. This causes conventional learning to be less and less effective by the year. So, one of the learning methods that can be used to replace conventional learning is peer teaching method, which is the one that we use in SMKN 1 Sungai Apit school. So, the problem that are solved by using peer teaching method is first, students is have increased confidence by using peer teaching methods. Students are forced to teach other students, and in result they gain more confidence by teaching each other. And the next is increased communication skills and social interaction between students. Students are forced and to be more active, and so they can train their communication skills and social interaction between students. Next is students have reduced dependency on the teacher. This means that they will be less dependent on the teacher and will be relied on themselves and their friends to teach each other. Now, the fourth is peer teaching method promotes critical thinking. Since the center of the study, the center of the teaching is the students, because students teach other students, they are forced to think critically. They are forced to learn by their own. Of course, the teacher guides them on the subject that they're learning, but the main focus is the students developing and learning the materials by themselves. The teacher only there to support them, not to support them, to guide them, and not teach in a one-way perspective. So pure teaching method really promotes critical thinking. And the fifth is, and lastly, it encourages teamwork and collaboration. Since the main focus of the learning method is not the teacher, the students have to work with each other. They have to learn with each other. If one doesn't know about the material, the other one teaches them. And if both of them doesn't know, the teachers can explain them. And if one of them doesn't get it, doesn't understand, the other one hopefully will get it and will teach that the one that didn't they understand at first to the other friends. So once they understand, one of them understand, the other one teaches the one that doesn't understand, and vice versa. Okay, maybe that is all from the problem that are solved by using peer teaching method. And next is the description that will be explained by my friend Zahra. That's all from me. Thank you.
This approach not only helps in knowledge transfer but also in enhanced skills such as independent study, presentation abilities, and confidence. It taps into students' natural creativity, curiosity, and critical thinking skills, fostering a sense of agency and self efficacy. Peer teaching refers to a learning strategy where students take on the role of educators, instructing their peers in a collaborative learning environment. This approach can lead to a deeper understanding of the material for both teacher and the learner.
Okay, my name is Yudi Aprian, and I will continue about the objective. The primary objective of peer teaching is to facilitate the exchange of knowledge and skills among the students in a collaborative learning environment. This approach aims to 1. Enhance understanding. Peer teaching helps students deepen their understanding of the subject matters by explaining concepts to others, reinforcing their own learning. And two, promote active learning. Both the teachers and the learner are actively involved in the learning process, leading to increased engagement and retention of information. Three is with communication skills. Peer teaching develops effective communication skills as students articulate ideas, ask questions, and receive feedback from their peers. And four is encourage collaboration. It fosters a sense of community and teamwork, encouraging students to work together and support each other academic growth. And five is develop critical thinking. Teaching others requires critical thinking skills, and peer teaching encourages students to analyze, synthesize, and apply knowledge in different contexts. And six is boost confidence. Acting as a peer teacher can boost student confidence and self-esteem, contributing to a positive learning experience. 7. Provide diverse perspective. Students may have varied approach problem solving, and peer teaching allow for the sharing of different perspective strategies.
Peer teaching seems like a good idea for teaching strategy. A number of studies demonstrate that peer teaching can enhance students' learning, engagement, and retention of information, even though its efficacy may vary based on the context and course material. When used consistently, peer teaching can be a useful strategy. Through active participation in the learning process and opportunity to impart concepts to one another, peer teaching can enhance students' comprehension.
Next, I will explain about the unique outcomes and impact. Students who teach concepts to their peers not only have the chance to learn them thoroughly, but peer teaching can also help them become better communicators and team players. While the effectiveness of peer teaching may vary depending on the course material and setting, a number of studies show that it can improve students' learning, engagement, and retention of information. Peer teaching can improve students' understanding by giving them the chance and actively participate in the learning process and share concepts with one another. Peer teaching can also improve the social, communicative, and problem solving skills of students.